Hey there, TRW crew. Matt Masallo here with the rhinestoneworld.com, and this is tutorial number 190 for the TRW Design Wizard version 3.0 Plus. Now, this is a feature that is in the 3.0 Plus edition of the software, which is an upgrade from the 3.0. So this is the advanced pricing cost analysis. So this is what it's going to do. Basically, I had always dreamed of a software to help me with the pricing side of it. So you know that we've always had the cost analysis built into the wizard, where it will tell you your cost for rhinestones and your cost for heat transfer vinyl and things like that. But it still isn't really helping you on how much money you're making on a job or how much you should kind of charge for a shirt with your labor cost and everything else. So I'm going to show you how this works. So with the advanced pricing cost analysis, what I'm going to do is I'm going to highlight my design here, and on my money sign, instead of left clicking for the basic cost analysis, I'm going to right click on my mouse button. So when I right click, what that's going to do is it's going to pull up a little pop out for me. Now, what this is going to do is just ask me a bunch of different questions. First question is, what did you charge for the setup time and the design fee? So how much did we charge the customer if it's a custom design? Maybe we charged them nothing. Maybe we purchased the actual design from the Rhinestone World. Maybe you sent it to one of our designers and you paid us $20, $25, $30 to create the design for them. This is all cost on your end, which is cutting into your profits. So you need to pass that cost along to your customers as well. So let's just act like we paid $20 or we charged them $20 for the actual design, okay? And let's say you actually designed it, or maybe an employee, more importantly an employee. So even if you do not have an employee yet, let's act like we are paying an employee to do this, because we want to get what our real cost would be in the future, but we also want to pay ourselves as well. You want to make money, right? So hourly rate of the employee handling the order. Let's just say it's a $12 an hour employee, okay? How many minutes did it take to order, do the setup, do the designing, everything? Now, this takes into account the emails, the phone calls, the actual creating the design, everything involved. How much time did you pay that $12 an employee in time-wise to actually take the order? Not producing the order, just the phone calls, the emails, everything to set up the order and process it. So let's say with the design time and everything, let's say the design took us 30 minutes to create. We were on the phone and email back and forth 15, 20 minutes a different time. We got 50 minutes in design time, okay? And then what is the retail price of the finished product? So how much are you selling the finished product, or the rhinestone shirt or multi-decoration shirt in this case, for? So this design, let's just say that we're selling this design for $35. And then what % discount are you providing the customer? Maybe they're ordering 5 shirts, 10 shirts, 100 shirts. Do you want to provide them a discount? In this case, we're just selling one shirt, so we're going to do no discount. How much did the blank product cost you? How much did that blank shirt? Maybe it was a Next Level, a Gildan, any different type of shirt. How much did that blank shirt cost you? We're going to go $3.95 on this one. Now, this is the hourly rate of the production employee. Let's say maybe that same $12 an hour employee actually made the shirt. So we're going to go 12 bucks an hour. And then how many minutes did it take that employee to produce the shirt? Now, take into account, this is setting up the design in the cutter to get it to your cutting software, finding the vinyl, loading the vinyl, cutting the vinyl, weeding the vinyl, bringing it over to your heat press, heat pressing it, multiple color heat presses, multiple layering of rhinestones. So every minute involved in the production process you want to put into this area right here. So let's say to create each of the shirts, okay, one of these shirts, let's just say it's a 20-minute process with everything. So we're going to put 20 minutes. And then what is the total quantity being produced? We're just going to produce one this time. So we're going to choose one. Now I'm going to click on price. Watch what this is going to do for us. What this is going to do is it's going to pull up our advanced pricing pop-up. So we see we have $1.12 in black easy weed, 76 cents in green grass, 202 rhinestones. Total stone cost is 73 cents. Total vinyl cost is $1.88. Then we have the order setup and design fee charge. We charge them a one-time fee of $20. Now you can see our design fee expenses. We were paying our employee $12 an hour. It took them 50 minutes to do all of that, so we paid them $10. Our product cost is the blank cost of the shirt, $3.95. So total material cost, just the blank shirt and then the stones and the vinyl, is $6.56. Now we're getting into the labor side of it, which is what a lot of different businesses and companies don't take into account. So production employee or employees, wages per hour, $12. Minutes to produce each shirt is 20 minutes. Employee wages per product. So this means how much do we pay that $12 an hour employee to create each shirt? Obviously it's $4 because it takes them 20 minutes at $12. So our material and labor costs per shirt that we're creating here is $10.56, okay? Obviously a lot different than the $6.56 that we used to figure out. So $10.56. Our retail price for the finished product was $35. We're not giving any discount. We're producing one of them. Final price per piece after bulk discount is $35. So total hours to complete the order is 0.33 hours, okay? So as you know, we put in the amount of minutes, so that's how many hours, 0.33. Total order price, $35. Total cost with production labor, $10.56. Order and setup design fee margins, we charged them $20. We only had $10 in cost, so we made $10 on that. And then you'll see the total order profit, including materials and labor, is $34.44. So the business made after labor cost and everything, $34.44 on this shirt. And that is obviously because we made that additional $10 on the actual design and setup fee side of it. Now watch, if I were to close this down and right click again, it's going to save the most recent things that we just did here. Let's just act like we're only charging $20 for this shirt, and we have no setup and design, and we have no hourly rate of the employee, and no setup and design time. So $20 for the shirt right here, all right? And then let's just say we're making 50 shirts. And we are going to give them, because of 50 shirts, we're going to give them a 15% discount. So I'm going to hit price again right here. Now this is where this plus version of the software is going to pay for itself in one order, okay? Especially in a big order like this. So look at this. You're going to see all of your different breakdowns here, but what's a little bit different about it this time is you're going to know how long and how much work is involved in this. So look, production employee wages per hour, $12, minutes to produce 20, so $4 per product. Well, guess what? Now that we're making 50 of these shirts, it's going to take almost 17 hours to complete this entire order. 17 hours. So you got to think, if your employee is, let's say, working 8 hours a day, it's going to take over 2 days for that one employee to complete this. And your business is making a total, even though the order is $850, you have $528.11 in cost. So your business is only making $321.89. Not a whole lot of money, right, for 17 hours of work. So that's where you got to start calculating in and thinking, okay, how much is really worth it to where I'm making enough money on this order. Now what we can do, what's really awesome, we can type in our order number. We can type in our customer's name. I'm going to just type in Matt Basalo here, if I can spell my own name right. Order date, 12/16/16. Order due date, a very important thing, 12/18/16. Customer's phone number. And what's really awesome about this part of it is you're going to be able to save this forever, which is really, really cool. So we got info@therhinestoneworld.com. Address 2077 58th Avenue, Circle East. And we're in Bradenton, Florida, 34203. And I'm just hitting tab to go along to each one. Product design name. This is obviously the Mustangs Dance Team. Mustangs Dance Team. And employee that quoted. So let's just say John quoted this one. Quoted completion date, we completed the quote on 12/16/16, and then additional notes. Make this shirt awesome. They may have a huge order. Or if you don't want to leave a note at all, you can just delete that right there. And then description, you're going to enter your logo into the custom area, so it'll always input your logo and all your custom information. I have a black background on this, and I want to change it to a white background because I see that I have black in my design there. And then I have stones, so I want to simulate my stones, and let's just say I want to add a watermark as well. So when I create printable pricing breakdown, watch what it's going to do for me now. It's going to run through this here, and look what we have now. So this is something that you can easily print out and save it for all future references. It also saves it as a new page in the wizard right here. This is amazing. This is something you won't find in any other software out there. So there's your business name, your logo, the order number, the customer name, the order date, the order due date, customer name, their telephone number, their email address, their mailing address, exactly what the design looks like. It's all stone simulated with the rhinestones and the glitter and everything. The name of the actual design, the design dimensions, setup fee, what you charge them for the setup fee. So you know a year from now when they come back. What material you used. You used Easy Wheat Black and you used Green Grass Magic Glitter. You used Emerald SS10 rhinestones. There were 202 rhinestones. The product you used was $3.95. That was your total material cost. Here's your production labor, your business profit per hour. So your business made $19.31 an hour on that job. And the total cost of the job, the final price per piece after discount, so many different things. But when I look at this job right here, I say, man, 20 bucks was way too cheap for this job. I need to bump that up to $30 so my business can make some money and I can actually grow. So one thing that's great about this is, like I said, just in one order like this Wizard Plus for the 3.0 will pay for itself because you're going to start pricing everything correctly and you're going to price stuff so it's not a hobby, it's a business, and it's a business that's growing and making more money. This is something I always wish that I had when in different softwares that I've owned. I've owned all the different softwares out there and never had anything like this, but now that we've created our own software, I said, hey, I'm going to add this because it's going to help all of you and all of your businesses grow, but more importantly, be more profitable, which is going to make your business grow. So that is the advanced pricing feature in the TRW Design Wizard version 3.0 Plus. So it is the Plus version, and you'll know if you have the Plus version just by the blue header, and looking off here to the side, you're going to see the plus next to the 3.2 whatever. This is the 3.29, but it obviously might be a higher number. As long as it's the version 3 and the plus, you will have the advanced pricing cost analysis built in. So hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, make sure to give us a call. The number is 941-755-1696. This is Matt with the rhinestonerule.com. You guys all have a great day.